In this tutorial, I'm going to give you an overview of how to conduct resource utilization and resource leveling. So we're going to look at the sample problem in your book. So in this example, we are painting, it looks like a house. So we've created our network diagram. So you start your project and the first floor rooms, the basement rooms, and the bedrooms can all be done simultaneously, as you can see. We cannot paint the stairs and hall or the bathroom until we have finished painting the first floor rooms, and then we finish the project. So the first step is we want to kind of create a chart, or we want to create a chart to visualize what our network diagram would look like. So as I'm going to go back, as you can see, we do the first floor rooms, the basement rooms, and the bedroom can all be done at the same time. And then the stairs and hall and bathroom can be done once the first floor rooms are finished. If we do it just like this, it would take 32 painter days. Um, as you can see, certain rooms take more painters. But the problem here is that at the beginning of our project, we require 4 painters, then 3, then 2, then 1. So imagine if you own a business where you paint houses, you're going to want to try to be as efficient as possible. And what you're going to want to do is try to spread out your painters so you have the same number of painters all throughout the project. This is called resource leveling. So let's look at an example. So again, when we want to level resources, our first step is to look at the critical path and how many days does it consist of. And so we look at this and we really are trying to see where we have slack. So as we look at this, we can see that the first floor rooms and the stairs are a critical path, right? Because we have some slack here, we have some slack here, and we have a little slack here. But in order for the project to be completed in the shortest amount of time, or the shortest amount of time that this project can be completed would be in 12 days. All right, so these activities cannot be modified. So 12 days is the shortest amount of time, and that's our critical path. So we can't move these two items. All right, these are the critical path. So the first floor rooms and the stairs and hall. But we can move around when we paint the bathroom, the basement, and the bedrooms. And so you can see what we're trying to do is we're trying to have the same number of painters on all days or as close as possible. So if we move it to do the bedrooms with the first floor rooms and the basement and then the bathroom, kind of in this order, you can see that on most days we require 3 painters, except at the end when we're finishing up the stairs and hall. So now you have leveled your resources, and this is the most efficient way to do this with the same number of painters during most of the project. All right. So now let's say that you're not confined by the number of days, but you're confined by your number of painters. So assume you only have 2 painters. It's just you and a coworker. All right, so if you remember, we know we don't have any slack for the first 4 rooms and the stairs and hall, but we have slack for the other items. You can see here, the basement, the bathroom, the bedrooms. So in this situation, we know that the first floor rooms has a slack of 0, so we have to delay all the other tasks because the first floor rooms require 2 painters. So we move everything else over. When we move everything else over, what happens is we end up having negative slack on the bedrooms, meaning that we have to add some days at the end in order to get everything done with just our 2 painters. So in the first example, we were we had more of a time constraint. We wanted to get this done, the project done in 12 days. In this example, our constraint is the number of painters, so it's going to take longer. All right, so then the next thing we do is we know that we need to have the stairs and hall immediately after the first floor rooms, right? And so then we can start to play around with the bathroom, basement rooms, and bedrooms in order to determine the most efficient way to get this done with 2 painters. And so what we end up doing is moving the bathroom out And then this is what our final project schedule will look like, and now it's leveled. So we have 2 painters every day, and now instead of 12 days, we're going to do this project within 16 days. All right, and so that is how you do resource leveling. If you have any questions, please let me know.